guys, and welcome back to Make the Move News with Porcupine Real Estate. I am your host, Carla Garrick, and thank you so much for joining me for this weekly program that will tell you more about what's coming up in the Free State this week and weekend. And then I will tell you a little bit about some awesome little property that I've had the great experience of hanging out at. So, first of all, coming up this weekend on Friday, we have a Play Bowl community cleanup that's taking place in Manchester at Coolarat Park. That's on the west side. So, hope to see you guys there. On Saturday, the 28th, we have our third annual Porcupine Poker Tournament, which, as a little side story, I was the first winner of 2 years ago. And shockingly, last year, we also had a lady winner. Now, just to put that in context, most libertarian parties have probably a ratio of 10 to 1 dudes to dudettes. And so the fact that 2 ladies have won the poker tournament here in the great free state of New Hampshire at the Quill says something about how great our community is. Boys or girls, you're all welcome, and everyone in between. All right, on Sunday, the 29th, there is the weekly Nashua Liberty Meetup. That is kind of like, it's got a little secret sauce, meaning that you have to go to Facebook and join Nashua Liberty Social, where at 2:00 on Sundays, they announce where that week's meetup will be taking place. For those of you who like to plan a little bit into the future, there are some awesome things coming up. Before I tell you about those, I do want to tell you about this amazing little 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, super, super nice property in Goffstown. It is on Elm Street in Goffstown, which is confusing if you live in Manchester because we have an Elm Street here as well. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. It is listed for $585,000. It is dunk, dunk, dunk on a beautiful lake, has a really pretty view. You look out over a private island, not yours, but, you know, nice to look at. And just a really nice property. It's been fixed up. The bathrooms are new. There's a washer dryer in the basement. And I think it could be the perfect little spot for probably retirees, smaller, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So probably you're not going to bring your whole family in there. There are 2 deeded parking spaces as well, with some easements. It's lakeside property. So you're kind of going in this way. But if you have any questions about that, reach me at Carla at Porcupine Real Estate, and I would be happy to set up a showing on that. For those of you who are planning ahead, Robbie the Fire, who is a fantastic comedian, sidekick to Dave Smith, but in my opinion, slightly funnier. Sorry, Dave. We'll be here in New Hampshire again at the Shell. The Shell is one of our community centers out on the seacoast, free coast area of our great state. That'll be on November 1st, and you can get tickets at shellnh.org/events. On October 11th, for the politicos out there, we have a stakeout with STEAK, stakeout, with Senator Rand Paul. That'll be on October 11th. So that is for the folks who like politics. You can Google that, stakeout as in meet with Senator Rand Paul. Then also this weekend in DC, in the Hellmouth, as I like to call it, or, the capital or District 1, whatever your preference or slur is for our nation's capital, where all bad things go to happen, there will be a good thing happening, and that good thing is Rage Against the War Machine. So if you, like me, are anti-war and you would like to see us get out of all these engagements where America, frankly, has no business being, then you can go to DC and join the Free State Project's executive director. Eric Brakey will be speaking there with a slew of other amazing people. It is called Rage Against the War Machine. That is this weekend, September 27th through the 29th. And that's it for this week's Make the Move news. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back again with more news next week. If you would like to find more information about what is happening in the Free State, you can always go to fsp.org/calendar. We keep that up to date, so that's a great resource for you. And to reach me, I am Carla at porcupinerealestate.com. Thanks for joining me. See you next week.